Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for the last week of April. We're starting off with spiritual warfare prayer, and then we'll get into the reading. This reading is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, but keep in mind that energies can also be reversed. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. Um, so let's get started. This is the invocation of the nine choirs of angels. According to ancient tradition, the angels are arrayed in a hierarchy of nine ranks or choirs whose designations are drawn from Scripture. O holy angels, watch over us at all times during this perilous life. O holy archangels, be our guides on the way to heaven. O heavenly choir of the principalities, govern us in soul and body. O mighty powers, preserve us against the wiles of the demons. O celestial virtues, give us strength and courage in the battle of life. O powerful dominions, obtain for us dominion over the rebellion of our flesh. O sacred thrones, grant us peace with God and man. O brilliant cherubim, illuminate our minds with heavenly knowledge. O burning seraphim, enkindle in our hearts the fire of charity. Amen. So, this is a spiritual warfare prayer, and if anyone doesn't like it, I always encourage people to, speed up a minute ahead. But may this reading be protected, and may any negative energy be repelled and returned back to the sender. That means to do Taurus or anyone watching this reading any harm. Mm, Excuse the mustache. It's not milk. It's a shake I've been drinking. I was using the last of my caffeine pills today that I got from the doctor. I'm using a different tarot deck with this reading because it is, the birthday season for the sign of Taurus. So I'm using the Golden Girls tarot cards because the Golden Girls was one of my mom's favorite shows, and she was a Taurus. Not saying all Tauruses will like the Golden Girls, but so for the middle week of April, we have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. All right. Four of Pentacles is basically you holding on to something. I don't know what you were holding on to, but you were holding on to something or holding back from someone. Um, it could also be a situation where you were pinching pennies. I actually used to have one of these things that's like a little circle, and I think I still have it somewhere, where you can separate your change. And so you can pay exact change because you have your change organized. So some of you could have been pinching pennies in the middle of this month. Four of Pentacles has so many different meanings to it. And normally when I'm using, a tarot deck, I'm usually using the Gilded Tarot and I'm opening it up to the Gilded Tarot. But so maybe in the middle of April, some of you are in a difficult, situation. Hold on. I'm sorry about that, but I am so used to using this Gilded Tarot book lately, I had to pull it out. So, yes, some of you are recovering possibly from a difficult financial situation, maybe in the middle of this month. Some of you could also be holding back from someone or possibly holding on to something. Maybe there's a certain thing that you don't want to let go. So you possess a certain amount of resources and you've become possessive of them. You could be hoarding your money, your time, your abilities. You may have lost sight of what these things are for, and you face a lonely, unfulfilled future unless you use your resources wisely. Be aware of the opposite extreme of giving away all you have so that you are depleted and have nothing left to offer. So, what my mother used to do, when she had a lot of things that she was holding on to, is she would go to the church thrift shop and she would donate some things that she felt like she didn't use anymore. I've noticed that when we give away things that we don't need or that we're not using, It helps us to appreciate what we do have, the things that are really important to us. Um, so I'm not calling anyone a hoarder because I'm not, a doctor or one of those organizing experts. But some of you could be hoarding stuff. We have the Six of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. Some of you may be having trouble letting go of an alcoholic if this has to do with a person. So we have this Nine of Cups energy here. Okay. It could also be that in this middle week of April, you didn't really have a lot of money because maybe you were dealing with an alcoholic that was spending all your money. We have Six of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. So you're a very loyal friend to this person, regardless of whether you gave them money or you spent a lot of time with them. You were very loyal to this person. You could have been the person that was always picking this person up, from the bar or wherever they were at. You were loyal. You were a reliable friend to this person. And you could be holding on to this person. Some of you may think that the more loyal you are, or that the more nice you are, that you can eventually get this person to stop being an alcoholic. But I'm going to tell you guys what I learned in an Al Anon meeting, because I've recently started going to Al Anon meetings since my dad used to be an alcoholic. And I learned the 3 C's of alcoholism. You didn't cause it, you can't control it, and you can't cure it. Alcoholism is a disease. So for some of you, if you're still holding on to an alcoholic or hoping, that they'll change, that person has to make the decision to change for themselves. They're not going to change just because you're being nice to them, or, of course they're not going to change if you're giving them money, but some of you could be holding on to what little money you have. My mother used to hide money. She'd hide it in secret places. It wasn't when she knew my dad, it was when she knew someone else who was on something else, and she would hide her money. Some of you could be hiding your money from an alcoholic, or you were doing that in the middle of this month. Some of you could have been holding back giving your time and energy to an alcoholic in the middle of this month. Maybe you had given so much to this person and then you decided to hold back. So you're either holding back from an alcoholic or holding on to an alcoholic. Okay. If this person is not an alcoholic, you could be dealing with a selfish person with this Nine of Cups energy. Okay. Someone who's very selfish. So, um, for this last week of April, Taurus, we have King of Pentacles. So you are going to get financially back on track, okay? I don't know if you're getting paid this last week of April or what's going on, but you're getting financially back on track. You're budgeting, you're focusing on your material world. Another good idea I thought of is, that if some of you do have a lot of stuff you're holding on to, you could possibly sell some of your stuff online to recoup your losses. Um, when my mother was in the hospital, of course, there were a lot of hospital bills, and her insurance mainly covered all of it. But I decided, since I was spending a lot of money on food and driving to go see her, that I would sell some things while she was not in the house. And so I did sell a few things that she didn't use anymore. And, selling things kind of helped me. Some of you may benefit from selling things that can help bring you back to that King of Pentacles energy. Um, so you enjoy the finer things in life and you're willing to work hard for them. Although you want the best, you don't expect it to be handed to you. At this point, you have worked hard and long You've wielded your authority and talent wisely. You would like to set down responsibility, if even for just a while, and indulge yourself in the good things life has to offer. So be aware of becoming lazy or dependent on material possessions. Your love of luxury could overcome your practical nature and lead to debt. Although you may be seduced by the good life, you'll find that it alone cannot satisfy you. Okay. So, and I think I've done this reading before for Taurus, where their money went down and then it went back up again. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. You're very independent financially and emotionally. You're self sufficient. Knight of Swords energy and Ace of Swords. Somebody could owe you money this week. You're rushing towards someone who's going to tell you the truth about something with this Ace of Swords energy. You're finding out some sort of important truth. So maybe an employer owes you money, or they didn't give you your full paycheck last time, and they're making up for it this time. So you are rushing towards someone that's going to give you the truth about something, okay? You could also be rushing towards somebody who tried cutting you off, who tried to claim they didn't owe you any money when they did. So you're getting back what's owed to you. You're getting your money back. The first week of May, Taurus, we have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands. This is about you being healthy and happy. You could also be meeting someone new. You're achieving a satisfying goal and you're taking time to celebrate. Be proud of what you have done and be aware of dissatisfaction. This is not the time to be critical of your accomplishments. So don't, criticize yourself. The first week of May, don't be like, well, I accomplished this, like I lost 20 pounds, but my best friend lost 40, you know. I hope you're not comparing yourself to the alcoholic you were dealing with, because there are alcoholics out there that do lose a lot of weight from drinking, but they end up with ulcers, because like stomach ulcers, because they're not eating enough. I had a friend who was an alcoholic, and he would drink all day, but what he would eat would be maybe like a half eaten stale sandwich or a half stale sandwich, for his meal that day. And that's not healthy. But we have Six of Wands, so you are very proud of your accomplishment. Eight of Cups. So it looks like some of you may have walked away from that alcoholic you were dealing with, or you will be walking away from them the first week of May to choose someone new. Yeah, you can do so much better, Taurus, than this alcoholic you were dealing with. Because we have you going towards a King of Cups, okay? Some of you could be in therapy, you know, letting go of this alcoholic, and you may be seeing a counselor. And I'd hate to say you're starting up a relationship with a counselor because it is unprofessional, but it could be that, after you're done with therapy, you may end up approaching this counselor or this person. Some of you are approaching a Scorpio that's going to make you happy with this King of Cups energy. This is someone who they've had their ups and downs when it comes to relationships too. And they're kind of hesitant, to enter into a relationship. But I could see some of you getting with or marrying a someone who's involved maybe in the healthcare field. You could be marrying a psychologist or a psychiatrist or someone who does pretty well for themselves. So yeah, you definitely deserve better. Like, I'm not saying, that you have to marry a college educated person. There are good people out there that aren't college educated. But you are definitely finding someone better in May. than the alcoholic you were dealing with, okay? And you're looking very, good looking with the 6 of Wands energy too. You're looking very good looking. Now your attitude, and I like to pull out some of these cards so I'm not confused. Your attitude for the the last week of April where you're getting your money back is Page of Swords. Page of Swords, okay? So like I said, you're sending someone a message or you're watching someone, You could be watching how somebody is working the books at your job, and you could be seeing that somebody has been ripping people off and they may be trying to rip you off. So you are watching, and it kind of reminds me of when my mother was pregnant with me and the hospital was going to put her on medication for gestational diabetes, but she had watched the lady and saw that her test results got mixed up. And she said, if I hadn't been watching her and if I had just believed the people at the hospital and went and got that medication for gestational diabetes, you could have been born blind. So I could have been born blind if she hadn't been paying attention. I mean, people can get by being blind, but I don't think anyone wants to be blind or wants to be born blind, okay? So you are ready to face a new challenge. You may feel kind of scared. So some of you, may feel kind of scared about confronting your boss or confronting whoever it is you're going to be confronting about how they've been cheating you out of money or not getting the books right. I mean, you are showing up as a page, so it's not like you're showing up as a high-ranking person in this situation. Um, you may be kind of sneaky in your pursuit of the truth around this time, okay? But you will obtain what you need at any cost, okay? Now, with the Page of Swords energy, we have the High Priestess. So you're not telling your employer, whoever this is, that you've been watching them. We also have the Hierophant, 2 divine counterparts. Okay. It could be 2 people that have been ripping people off, and this could even be in a religious organization. Maybe in some sort of religious organization, if this isn't work, maybe you have 2 religious people, claiming that they need more money for certain things in the church when really they've been embezzling, okay? And just taking people's money. But Taurus is, the Hierophant is your card as well, Taurus. So, we also have the 10 of Wands, okay? So you're dealing with someone who may owe a lot of people. With this 10 of Wands energy, this person either has a lot of health problems or they owe a lot of people money. And that could be why they've been stealing from employees or stealing from the company. So you're watching this person, okay? And you're watching the way they distribute money. Normally, you wouldn't be so concerned, but with what you've been going through with this alcoholic or this selfish person, it's caused you to really watch your money more closely lately. Influencing you the last week of April is the 7 of Swords. What did I tell you, Taurus? Someone is stealing. Someone is lying and being a thief. We've got that 7 of Swords energy. This is a thief. You have someone at work that's embezzling, that's stealing money. This person's a thief. And I don't know how they're working the books, but they're trying to make it look like they're not stealing. Okay. All right. So let's get some more clarification on the Seven of Swords. We have the Five of Swords, okay? This is someone who's also very critical at your job. Maybe this is like the type of person that likes to insult people, and they think that it'll distract people from, what they're doing. I want to see the Five of Swords zodiac. Okay. Five of Swords zodiac. Yeah, some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius that's stealing at work, okay? An Aquarius. And we get another Aquarius card because we get the Star. This may be the type of person that puts in a lot of extra hours, okay? With this Eight of Pentacles, this person may stay after work and they're trying to make themselves look like a really hard worker, but what they're really doing is stealing after company hours or after company time. We have the Five of Swords, the Star, the Eight of Pentacles. So someone's putting in a lot of hours because they may be stealing. Okay. Now your obstacle for this last week of April is the Wheel of Fortune. Now, your obstacle with this person, I'm not a psychiatrist or psychologist, but whenever I see the Wheel of Fortune, I think of someone whose moods go up and down a lot. This person could be kind of bipolar, or they act bipolar if they're not bipolar. And, the problem is your obstacle with this person is you don't really know how they're going to react when you confront them as far as stealing from the company. Um, you don't know how they're going to react. And I'm going to look up this wheel card for more information, because I like to see the meaning in this other tarot book I have called the Tarot Directory. And it usually tells me what something says in the blockage position. But like I said, some of you are dealing with someone who is, their moods go up and down. As a blockage card, your feeling of being fated is stopping you from making important decisions, okay? So maybe some of you feel like this is fate and it's kind of stopping you from making an important decision. Maybe some of you have that belief where you're like, let God handle it. My mother used to be kind of that way. She was always like, never seek revenge. There's a scripture in the Bible where it says God will handle it, let God handle it. But I really think this is about the person you're dealing with. Some of you could be dealing with someone who is Capricorn in their chart or someone who has addictions, okay? This is so ironic, Taurus, because you were dealing with an alcoholic in the beginning of the reading. Some of you might be dealing with an alcoholic or someone with addictions at work as well, because we have the Knight of Cups and the Devil and the Queen of Pentacles, okay? And we've had the King of Pentacles, in this reading. So now we have the Queen of Pentacles, which are divine counterparts. But I think what's going on with this person is their moods kind of go up and down. And they also try to flirt their way out of things they're doing. You may have a boss, a Queen of Pentacles, someone that's above you. And, the person that is stealing from the company may be flirting with this boss. Knight of Cups, the Devil, the Queen of Pentacles. So for some of you, it may be kind of hard to get this Queen of Pentacles to see what you see. So Knight of Cups, the Devil, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. The outcome for the last week of April is the Five of Wands. Okay, so this is bad. And the reason it's bad is because what's going to happen is when you do confront this person's going to want to get physical. Okay, we have the Five of Wands, someone who wants to get physical. Okay, this person's going to want to get physical. They're going to want to physically try to fight you. Okay. So in the future, you may be at odds with yourself, and what you think you want may not be what you truly need. Okay. So, yeah, this person's going to get physical. Some of you are dealing with a Leo because the Sun card popped out, or this person may have Leo in their chart. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So this person has amassed a lot of money taking from people. And the Five of Pentacles. This person, if you confront them, they're basically going to leave you out in the cold. They may fire you or find a way to let you go. I'm thinking if this is not a physical fight, they're probably going to go to the boss that they've been flirting with and try to find a way to get you fired. But like I said, some of you are going to end up getting your money. So I think what's happening is maybe there'll be a lawsuit or some sort of settlement. Because after everything is said and done and after everything calms down, it's going to be found out that you were telling the truth about someone at work that was stealing, okay? All right. What you don't see coming is the Eight of Wands, communication. Communication's coming in fast. We have the Strength card. You could be dealing with another Leo. The Two of Swords, someone that has blockages. I think this part is about this Queen of Pentacles. You know, this Queen of Pentacles can't see what's being done behind her back. Yeah, she's the one that's going to be, you know, hurting you or letting you go because we have this Three of Swords, okay? Maybe she's going to tell you something like, well, if you really think Bob or Richard or whoever is stealing from the company, don't come to work tomorrow. You know, we don't need you. You know, something cold, something of that nature, okay? So this person doesn't see you. They don't see the pain that you're going through. They refuse to acknowledge it. I'm going to clarify that Three of Swords later to learn more about this pain that you're going through. But your advice at this time is to move slowly. Move slowly with the Knight of Pentacles energy. And I'm going to get that tarot book that talks about self-care as well. You know, tarot for self-care when it comes to the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Some of you may want to sign up for a painting class or learn how to throw pottery. Some of you may want to try a new face wash, like a citrus scent. Some of you may want to meditate with citrine crystals or say a prayer. So some of you may want to pray about this situation every morning until you get the justice that you deserve. We also have Page of Cups. So I don't know why it's telling you to apologize, you know, because you're not in the wrong. Maybe some of you confront this person in a certain way, and maybe because of the way you come off, you're being asked to apologize. Because maybe, you know, with that Seven of Swords, it can also mean maybe you're going about something the wrong way. Some of you may want to add some potted plants to your home decor to help with purifying your air. Some of you may want to switch up your hair care routine by trying a new treatment like a moisturizing hair mask or stimulating scalp scrub. Some of you may want to meditate with celestite, a crystal that helps create clear connections with the spiritual world. And we have Nine of Swords. Some of you need to get more sleep, okay? You need to get more sleep. The situation is keeping you up at night. Um, you're very worried, very anxious. And I can understand that because if someone's stealing money from your paycheck, it's like, how long is this going to go on? Okay. Some of you need to focus on self care activities that fuel you. You need to eat a balanced breakfast and remember to take your vitamins. Okay. So, your person that you're going to be confronting is kind of unstable, but don't let yourself become unstable. Have a healthy breakfast in the morning, like a protein and some carbs, and take your vitamins so like you can be stable when you approach this person. Some people just have like a cup of coffee in the morning or a cup of coffee with sugar. A cup of coffee with sugar is just going to make your sugar go up and then down, which will create symptoms that are similar to bipolar when you're not the one that has it, right? Some of you may want to carry a stone that is great for promoting courageous energy, focus, and determination, such as bloodstone and aragonite. Okay. Now let's clarify this Three of Swords, about his pain. We have the Three of Wands. For some of you, the person that's hurting you may live at a distance from you, or you may have thought that this was going to be a job that would last a long time. For some of you, this is just one of the many jobs that you are working. Some of you could be working multiple jobs to make ends meet. Okay. And we also have the Chariot. For some of you, your boss could be a Cancer if that is their energy. Um, some of you might be having problems with your car. And maybe that's why it hurts so much to lose this particular job. Maybe this particular job is closer to where you live than other jobs. It's also possible if this job is far away, you've been putting a lot of effort into driving a lot just to get to this job. Um, but like I said, I think if you get fired, this person is basically telling you not to come into work anymore, not to drive to work, with this Chariot card. Um, and I wish I had better news than this, Taurus, since it is your birthday month. Because you don't deserve to go through all of this. Now, I'm going to pull your energy oracle cards. We're also going to get information on your new love that's coming in. And hopefully we can end the reading. And at some point, I would like to, do readings for May. Because it seems like things are getting better for a lot of people in May. Like May is the month for people of any sign. Yeah, this person's going to get angry when you confront them, and it's possibly going to be a lot of drama. For some reason, I'm thinking of a beehive, like where a lot of people may want to defend this person, and how dare you accuse this person of stealing? And the truth is the truth. I mean, All right. I'm going to shuffle these 2 more times since the deck acted up when I was trying to shuffle that last time. And I'll shuffle one more time and we'll get your energy oracle cards. Some of you could also be maybe required to go to a workplace sensitivity training or some sort of counseling before you can come back to your job. And that may be where you meet that new person you're going to meet. And they may be the ones to help you straighten things out to get your money back. We have strategy, indecision, and door to spirit, okay? So I'm going to cover door to spirit first, okay? And this card kind of makes me paranoid. I think some of you need to make sure your doors are locked at night. And they sell these types of bars and magazines. There's a bar you can get that you attach it to your doorknob to make it harder for people to open your door from the outside. Some of you are going through a spiritual awakening, a new beginning. This card often heralds your increasing powers in the spiritual arts and a deepening connection with the spirit world. Don't be surprised if you find yourself becoming more intuitive. Some of you are having dreams about this person that's, stealing. More aware of spirit's presence or more powerful in your own healing practices. Now is the time to open up to the unexpected guidance and inspiration of spirit and to the magic and power of your true identity. Okay. So some of you may not even be meant for the job you're working in. Some of you will be better suited maybe as like a psychic or a tarot reader. So you have a strategy, in regards to this person. And for some reason, I'm also picturing someone looking at a door. Like you have a strategy as to how you're going to say things, but you're indecisive and you're like looking at this door. Maybe it's a door to the boss's office and you're afraid of going through that door to tell them about what you think is going on in the company. And with this indecision, which choice to make, it says you could spend days, months, or even years in this back and forth energy because you are standing still, feeling confused by the up and down emotions of your present indecision. So you could spend days, months, or even years in this back and forth energy, all the while feeling your focus and your life force energy draining away. This indecision creates a paralysis of will, one that can keep you stuck while you're waiting to be certain about the results of your choice. Okay? It's time to let go of the analysis and self doubt that have been keeping you stuck. Meditate on your options and see where your spirit guides you. Consider which direction resonates with you most, both in the process and in the goal. Follow your heart and make the honoring choice. So if your heart's telling you to tell on this person, you need to go ahead and do that. You won't be the last person, this person rips off or tries to rip off. We also have strategy. Some of you may want to journal. You see the word journaling on this card. You may want to journal about what you would like to say before you do it. I had problems with a coworker years ago and I wrote it down on some paperwork, well, not paperwork, but on some papers. And I did this before I went to the boss. Write about the direction you want to go in. Consider any potential change and course that may be needed. Be aware of the particulars regarding your goals and have some conscious plan in mind. Structure the short term goals needed to make your long term goal a reality. This card is telling you to spend some time setting things in order. It's time to take full control, add thought to action, and set your sights on the road ahead. So this card kind of made me think also, like some of you may be wanting to look for a new job before you do what you're planning on doing, so that maybe you can have a job in place for you, um, if your employer fires you, right? So that if they fire you, you already have something in place to go to instead of not having another job if you're the type that's used to working multiple jobs. So we're going to get into the love oracle cards about your new person coming in, Taurus. And so your new person is someone who's very special. Okay, you could be dealing with a Scorpio or a water sign, but normally when I see the King of Cups, I think of a Scorpio. Scorpio and Taurus do have potential. I used to have a best friend that was a Taurus. We were best friends for 2 years and we just appreciated each other. We watched TV together. One year when it was my birthday, he made me an ice cream cake, like he made it. And it was delicious. Like my mom was jealous. She was like, I wish someone would make me an ice cream cake. So there is benefits to that type of relationship, right? It's not all about the physical. Okay, so this person that's interested in you, they've been watching you. Okay, this could be someone that comes to your workplace and they observe the workplace environment. You know, if they are dealing with psychology, they come to the workplace and they observe the dynamics of how things work. When I started off, as a potential daycare worker, I had to observe the classrooms before I could actively get involved with the students. I could talk to them, but I couldn't, boss them around or tell them what to do. I had to observe the environment for a few days first. So this could be someone that comes to your workplace and watches the environment every day. You are ascending at this time, but it's not enough in your current relationship. Okay. So the relationship you're in, with the alcoholic, or the person who is selfish, it seems like anything you do is never good enough for this past person you're dealing with. Okay. Now we have lightning. You're going to have some sort of epiphany or upheaval or transformation. Yeah, I think you're going to meet this new person after this job you're in has been, sabotaged because some sort of shocking news is coming in. You will be healing. And for some of you, this past person may try to chase you, okay? Your past person may try to chase you while you're healing. Or some of you could be chasing your new person while you're healing. You will be focusing on your self-worth, and this new person is going to help you with getting rid of outdated thinking. So for some of you, this new person coming in, they may be helping you with cognitive behavioral therapy, where they're changing these cassette tapes, these outdated ways of thinking, where maybe some of you used to talk down to yourself. This person is helping you replace negative thoughts in your head with positive thoughts in your head that you can, say to yourself every day so that you can love yourself. This new person coming in, they want you to love yourself, okay? They want you to take care of yourself and love yourself. They don't like to see you beating up on yourself. So, whoever it is that's new that you're meeting, you may be in the habit of saying some negative things about yourself around this person. And they're like, don't say that. Say this instead. And cognitive behavioral therapy is, it's not about, glorifying yourself or putting yourself on a pedestal. Cognitive behavioral therapy is about looking at things in a more realistic point of view instead of a negative point of view. So, for example, you may be the type of person that says to yourself, "Oh, I never get anything right." And a a psychologist that knows about cognitive behavioral therapy is going to help you with your self-esteem. There are self-esteem workbooks out there as well for this. And you'll be replacing these negative thoughts with sayings like, well, sometimes I'm right and sometimes I'm wrong, which is a more realistic description of yourself instead of saying, I never get anything right. Okay. So, now some people go to extremes, they'll get these positive self-help tapes that say things always work out in my favor and life is wonderful, and just crazy stuff like that. That's not what cognitive behavioral therapy is about. Cognitive behavioral therapy is about looking at things in a more balanced way. Like sometimes I get things right, sometimes I don't, instead of just being negative. Now you are on the right path. Archangel Michael is here to tell you that you are on the right path. The prayer is, Archangel Michael, I call upon you now. Thank you for giving me loud and clear guidance that I easily understand. Thank you for motivating me and filling me with the courage and confidence to make healthful life changes. So you see, Archangel Michael is holding your hand. He views you as a child of God, and he's leading you on the right path. Okay. Um, we have use your imagination, and you'll see the answer. And spend more time outdoors. Some of you need to spend more time outdoors. Some of you are trapped in an office all day, and it's not healthy. Okay. You and your loved ones are safe. So even though this person that you're confronting is going to flip out, you and your loved ones are safe. And it is time to leave this unhealthy situation. There may have been people that have been enabling this thief at work because this thief is a flatterer. They flirt with people, they flatter people. New beginnings and a fresh start, and focus upon divine and perfect health. Okay. Explore your options and ask Archangel Michael to help you with this situation. So if you're still unsure about this, this new person coming in, ask Archangel Michael, for more information about this person or to help you with this situation. Okay. So I'm going to get some messages from Archangel Raphael, and then we're going to get messages from your past person, the one who drank a lot. Sometimes, Nine of Cups, it doesn't just have to be a person that drinks a lot. If they don't drink a lot, it could just be a selfish person. Like someone that shows up to hang out with you one day and they bought themselves a sandwich, here in the phone ring, and they didn't get you anything, you know. I didn't think you wanted anything. Me and my mom used to have like this telepathic connection where sometimes I'd be at home and I'd want Taco Bell, and she'd be like, I was thinking about Taco Bell before I came home to you. I really miss my mom, guys. Like, that is the best friend you will have in your life, and you only get one mom. I understand that not all moms are good, but I think it's really important, if you don't have a good biological mom, to at least get, maybe an adoptive mom or someone that will give you the love that you deserve from a motherly standpoint, okay? All right. So these are going to be the messages from Archangel Raphael. So some of you, the whole gist of things is you need to focus on eating organic foods when it comes to taking care of yourself. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for supporting my desire to consume and use organic products. For some of you, pesticides could be making you feel bad. You have Jesus coming in. Jesus is by your side. And even Jesus is telling you that you need to go out and get some fresh air. Okay, so another card about fresh air. Okay. Some of you like to spend time with God outside. Call upon Archangel Raphael for help. So some of you may not have the money right now to go and get a massage. You could either set up a GoFundMe account or call upon Archangel Raphael for help to get someone to give you a massage. Some of you need a massage. You're feeling very tense. Sometimes CNAs will do it. If you can hire a CNA from a website, sometimes CNAs will come over and massage you. And I'm not talking about like a back massage, but maybe like if you have lymphedema in your legs or something like that, there are CNAs that will massage your legs. And that's just an example. You need to accept the situation you're going through and give the angels your cares. So you can't really make people see your point of view. And diet is important here, and forgiveness heals, okay? So if you've been on the wrong diet and it's been affecting your health, you need to forgive yourself. Some of you could also be punishing yourself by not eating enough, and you may be punishing yourself for stuff in the past, or if people ever picked on you in the past about your weight. You need to forgive yourself so that your diet can be healthier, okay? So that you can get the calories that you need. Everyone needs a certain amount of calories. In my personal opinion, I don't think anyone deserves to starve, no matter how big they are. Now, that doesn't mean, that if I was taking care of someone, I'd be buying them Whoppers and stuff every day. But everyone deserves to eat, regardless of their size. So here's the Hidden Truth Oracle, the last messages, and these are going to be about your past person that was kind of selfish. What they want to say before you leave them. It just seems like you're going through a difficult time at the end of this month because you're leaving a bad relationship and a bad workplace all at the same time, and that can be difficult. Which is why I may want to do another reading for you guys for May, because this reading is just so full of drama. Want to clarify what's going on more in that first week of May to possibly find better news, okay? So this is the excuse your person's giving you for why they're selfish or why they drink a lot. You and I were too young. I am becoming a better person, and you came closer than anyone, okay? I regret lying to you. So for some of you, this person may have lied to you. You may have known this person in the past, and when you came back to them, you were like, well, I don't want to be with you if you're still, an alcoholic or if you're still drinking. And they may have lied to you and said that they're not an alcoholic anymore, but they do feel you leaving them behind. I wish things could be different, and I'm afraid to contact you. You speak to me through music, and I couldn't let you get close to me, okay? So this person could be drinking or listening to music and drinking, and they can't let you get close to them, okay? Kind of reminds me of how some people at a bar, they use a specific app to play music on the jukebox or the radio at the bar, and this person could be selecting certain songs if they have that app on their phone, and they are, basically thinking about you while they're drinking. So that's all I have, Taurus. I'm sorry this reading didn't really show a lot of good things, but hopefully, going through the CBT therapy, the cognitive behavioral therapy, you will be improving your life and healing with this new person that's coming in. Just take things slowly, So that's all I have. Take care. And again, happy birthday to the sign of Taurus. I hope you guys enjoy some cake if you can have cake. Actually ordered some cake yesterday from Walmart, but their cakes were just so big and full of sugar. I only ordered like a small square slice for me, and I had half. And then later on in the day, I had the other half, but it was good. And I hope you guys enjoy your birthday, and I hope better things are ahead for you. For some of you, you are getting a settlement out of work. A settlement will be coming through after an investigation is done. For some of you, an investigation may be happening after your initial complaint at work. So thank you and take care. Namaste.